so most questions start with who, what, where, why, when, how, right? But not all those words are equally perceived by the human mind. So there's some things from when we were kids, right? That who is negatively perceived by most people. Why do you think that is? What did your parents say to you that started with who?
It's accusatory.
Yeah, it's accusatory, right? You know, it's accusatory. Who who left the door open? Who turned up the thermostat? You know, generally speaking, in my house, I have a brother and three sisters, right? Uh, if if even if it was me, I wasn't going to say it was me, right? That's generally when my mom and dad found out they had a sixth child named not me, right? But if I was mad at one of my siblings, I was more than happy to volunteer who did it. Right? But who has this negative connotation in our minds because of that? And another one is when. Why does when have that negative connotation? I'm gonna give you a hint. You ever your parents ask you, Sean, when are you going to clean your room? Dave, when are you going to cut the lawn? Right? Because of our childhood messages, it has that negative feedback loop. Where is another one, right? My wife does it now. I go out on Saturday morning, go to the car wash. I might run into somebody I know, right? Whatever. And then she'll come back. I'll come back an hour and a half later. Where have you been? Well, she knows damn well where I've been. She's got to find my iPhone. I'm not exactly hiding anything, right? But it has that negative connotation. So, and then why also has a negative connotation or can. Why did you do that? Why did you bring home a C on that exam? Does that make sense? The two that don't generally get us into have these negative connotations are what and how. And so when somebody says, well, so and so is cheaper, why do you think that is? A completely legitimate response. Lissa's not wrong, but it has a negative connotation, so it can get you into some trouble. You do.